welcome back to my channel. Yes, the lighting's not great again. No, I haven't gotten another light. I do need to do that. But anyway, Reddit was on one today, guys. They did not want me to get any of these advice out to you guys or answered, but where there's a will, there's a way. A message from Focus on the Family. We're doing advice for teens today, and I'm like a week late on my wine, so don't judge where it's at. This is a week's worth, okay, which isn't bad for me. So this is the wine that I'm drinking. It's called BU. It's a California. It's refreshing, smooth. Its flavors juicy peach and wild honey with a perfect touch of sweetness. The alcohol percentage is 11.5. And I think this was $11, if I'm not mistaken, or less. It was definitely 11 or less. So, yeah, let's get started. Let me sip first. This first one is pretty typical for a teen. My niece just became a teenager this past weekend, so, whew, y'all, I do not envy parents of teenagers, especially nowadays. So, this Reddit user says, I am so lost. Yesterday, I got into my first relationship. It is also her first, so we are both 17. As a boyfriend, what am I supposed to do? We are both so new to this, and it's such a unique situation to us. I know I am supposed to be supportive, which I will be, but other than that, what the heck? I feel thrown in the deep end of the pool. Please, just some advice would be helpful. So, he just wants to know what his role is as a boyfriend, which I think is so sweet. I remember when I was young, I was never able to date at 17. I wasn't able to date or allowed to date until I was 21. And even then, when I told them about my first date, they were like, we're supposed to chaperone you. And I was like, at 21 years old, you got to be kidding me. No guy is going to show their true qualities if they're being chaperoned by the person's parents. I don't know, some common sense sometimes, just anyway. So my advice to this guy who's 17, bless his sweet little heart, is first and foremost, don't listen to your other guy friends. 9 times out of 10, they don't know what they're talking about. And they're immature because you guys are 17. My second piece of advice would be, you guys are young. Take it very, very lightly. You know, be grateful that you have someone that loves you this much. Enjoy her. Show her love. Show her stability. Show her consistency. Communicate with her. She's going to have days where she's feeling up, where she's feeling down, and she's going to need somebody who is there to uplift her. Same thing for you. She should be giving you these same things as well. You guys are just supportive of each other at 17, you know. Thankfully, there's not too much stress on you just yet. So really just enjoy being young and being in love, and realize that it may not last forever. So enjoy it while you have it. And that's my advice. You guys are so cute. So the next one says, I constantly feel stuck at home and I don't know what to do. So I live in a very right-winged household, and as a queer and autistic girl, it makes things a little complicated. Earlier tonight, my little brother had to vote for a captain for his sailing club and made a comment on how the only reason he didn't vote for the other candidate was because she was a girl. My dad encouraged him with this, and when I attempted to defend her, they both told me it was just a joke and that jokes will always offend someone. I'm worried that my brother is going to keep going this way and make me feel more unsafe than I already am around him. I'm not even going to read the rest of that because, girl, I know what you're going through. Like, I'm not queer or anything like that, but I was raised around males who are what you would categorize as misogynistic. They feel that a woman is less than they are. They are more intelligent than women, despite the fact that it's evidence that shows the opposite. But regardless, how I say it is, and I've recently come to the conclusion, yes, based on the election, regardless of who I would have voted for, the reason a lot of Black males especially went out and voted is because they didn't want a female president. And that opened my eyes to how males really do feel about a female. It takes a lot of inner work. It takes a lot of self-reflection on both men and women's parts to realize what a man's role is, what a woman's role is, and to honor that. Honor who people are, respect who people are all across the board, respect the work that they do. I feel like a teacher's position, for example, was largely considered mainly a female profession for years, despite the fact that education is incredibly important, because people wouldn't hold the offices that they do now, these males, if a woman didn't send them to be schooled or to get education somehow, or they were taught by a woman or whoever. But they don't get that same, teachers don't get that same pay as, say, a construction worker or electrical engineer who is building houses. Why? Because they don't value that type of work. And I think that's got to change. I think that just because you feel like it's not physical labor, you can't just put any man in a classroom and tell him, hey, make a lesson plan, deal with these 30 kids. Some men can't do that. I just feel like it needs to be reevaluated. Professions, women in the workplace, wage equality. I get that hiring a woman is slightly risky because they could create a life and have to take days off for that life. But we need to create space for that to be okay, for women to bloom in what they are. A woman, I don't know. There's no maternity leave hardly in the state that I'm in. So if a woman was a career woman and she happened to have a baby, she may be broke for a few months. And that's not fair. That's not right. I don't know. Men nowadays just don't honor women like they used to. Or maybe they never honored women and we're just realizing this now. But something's got to change. And unfortunately, young lady, I don't see it changing anytime soon. So the best way that you can do is try to talk to the males around you, try to give them an understanding. Hopefully they're the type that can listen. But we just continue to live in our divine feminine. That's all you can do. Live in your divine feminine. And if you're out there, when you do go looking for a man, just know that that's the type, with that type of mindset, that you want to avoid. Anybody else have any advice for her? Or advice for the teenage boy on the earlier topic? Comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I can't make too long videos and upload them because they take forever to upload, so I do have to make these in kind of 10-minute or below spurts. So bear with me. Again, stay tuned. And as you see, I'm in my natural state today as far as my hair. I don't know how I feel about it, but guys, if you have hair like mine, you know the struggle. Just embrace it. It's fine. I had to make this video. I'm trying to be consistent, so hold me to that. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Be you. Ciao.